Hey watch lovers, Brad from Brent Miller Jewelers. And today I have for us two fantastic ceramic Speedmasters. On my left, the dark side of the moon, and on my right, the blue side of the moon with this absolutely gorgeous aventurine dial. I've reviewed this model previously. It's probably been a little while. Both of them back in stock. And if you're not familiar with the previous videos I've done on these, this aventurine dial is probably my favorite watch that comes through the store when it comes through. That's how much I like it. So I'm gonna get my bias out of the way right off the bat. Let's take both these through the specs here real quick. Both of them 42 and I guess 42.25 millimeter cases. I measured it across on both of them, above the crown, diagonally across the ceramic cases at 44.1 millimeters. I measured across the ceramic bezels at 41.4, and then across the sapphire crystals at 34.9. So the crystals from 3 to 9, about 35 millimeters. The dark side of the moon here, I measured at 16.6 millimeters thick. So it does have a little bit of thickness to it, but you got all these great complications, ceramic case, everything. So 16.6 versus a little bit thicker on the blue side of the moon at 17.4. Again, lug to lug on both of them, pretty reasonable, 49.5 for a 44 millimeter watch. Under 50 millimeters lug to lug, I think is very wearable. 21 millimeter lug widths that taper to 18 at the deployment clasps. You do have ceramic clasps on both of these, matching those ceramic cases. And then the movements, obviously you have the moon phase indicator here on the moon phase on my right with the blue ceramic. So on the left, you have the 9300, Omega caliber 9300, 60 hours of power reserve. You can see through that exhibition case back. And on the blue side, you have the caliber 9904. Again, great exhibition case backs there. 60 hours of power reserve on them. So both 60 hours of power reserve. Both of them 50 meters of water resistance. Both of them signed, non-screw down crowns. I weighed the dark side of the moon at 100.1 grams, and I measured the blue side here, 105.5. Pricing on these, $12,800 on the dark side of the moon, and an even $15,000 on the blue side of the moon. I think it's some close-ups. You have kind of a black gloss dial here. You have your constantly running seconds hand at the 9 o'clock sub-dial, and then you have an hour, 12-hour counter hour indicator there at the 3 o'clock sub-dial, your date window at the 6 o'clock position. Just a really nice kind of stealth look. I like the nylon strap on this. Great model. Absolutely think it's fantastic. However, in comparison, I told you, I have a bias. This aventurine dial just absolutely sparkles. I think it's fantastic. You have your date over here on your 9 o'clock. You have your moon phase, which that moon phase there is 18 karat set into gold. You also have your 18 karat set into gold hands and hour indices. And then you have your 12-hour counter over there, 60-minute with a 12-hour counter at 3 o'clock, similar to your, I don't think I mentioned that. You do have a 60-minute and 12-hour counter on both of those. So same functionality on that. Yes, I'm sorry, you do have a constantly running seconds hand here as well with your date. So again, a little bit more functionality on your blue side of the moon, but both of these fantastic watches. You have a blue alligator leather strap here that matches this watch quite well. I think it goes well with the aventurine dial as well. So again, really just both fantastic models. I've rambled on long enough. The question I have for you is, which one do you prefer? Do you prefer the dark side of the moon, or do you really, like me, love the blue with the aventurine dial here and that gorgeous 18 karat moon phase there? Let me throw these both on wrist real quick. Again, a 6 3/4 inch wrist. Admittedly, they're going to wear a little large for me personally, but lug to lug, pretty doable. And the blue. I'll hit the lights, give you a quick loom shot, and we'll wrap this one up. As always, I greatly appreciate you viewing. If there's anything I can do for you, anything at all, shoot me an email, brad@brentlmiller.com, and we'll see you in the next video.